Hey everybody, Coach Elisa here. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about all things narcissistic. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to subscribe, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it the thumbs up, share it with your friends, etc., etc. Okay, you guys, I want to jump right in today because I have something really important to dive into, and it is all about love today and what love is, and how do you know if you're in love, or are you just addicted to a feeling or a certain way that someone is making you feel. So I had a follower reach out to me a couple of weeks ago on my Instagram platform. I know it's been a few weeks since I've been on here. It's been a crazy couple of weeks for my family, you guys. Thank you for your patience, but I wanted to share this story. It's been on my mind a lot. So she reached out to me and she told me that she realized she was not in a healthy relationship. She is dating a man who was considerably younger than her, which doesn't make any difference in my book, but she did let me know that he was younger than her. And she told me that he cheated on her frequently, but she was having a hard time walking away because she, quote, loved him so much. So I pushed back and I asked her, I said, well, can you tell me what it is that you love about him? Because I have been in this situation before, you guys. I've been with a man who cheated on me constantly, and I had a hard time walking away because I believed I really loved him. And so I asked her, what do you love about him? And she came back and she said, well, he's very charming, and I like that he cares about who I am and what I'm doing. And so I asked her another question. I pushed back a little bit more. I said, well, does he love who you are? And is he really truly interested in your life? Or is he interested in who he's molding you to be? And is he keeping tabs on you so that he can go get away with his shenanigans easier? You know, it's a lot easier for these narcissistic types to get away with all of their wrongdoings if they know what we're doing all the time, if they keep tabs on us, if they know when we're at work, if they know our schedule, our bedtime, what time we wake up, if they know our daily routines. It's a lot easier for them to meet up with their other supply and to cheat. And so I really wanted her to answer that question honestly. And she really kind of relented at that point. She said she understood. And I said, so I'm going to ask you again, what is it that you love about this man? And she came back with basically the same answer in different words. She basically said, he's charming and I like that he's paying attention to me. And so I'm not trying to be hard on her. Like I said before, I have been this woman. I have been there. I understand that when you're love bombed by these types, all you want to do is re-secure what you had in the beginning. So you keep hanging on, going, well, you know, he cares about who I am and what I'm doing. So that means he cares about me, when it's not the truth. So I went on to tell her and explain to her, I said, you know, this is really interesting and it tells me a lot about where you are, because if someone had asked me the same question, what do you love about your husband? I would tell them, I love that he's honest. I love that he has integrity. I love that he is loyal. I love that he is kind. I love that he is compassionate. I love that he's a good father and he loves his children. I love that he's a great husband and he's a good friend. I love that he's reliable. I can count on him. You know, I love all of these. There's characteristics about him that I love. Now, going a little deeper into that, Dr. Gottman, who I follow and who I think is amazing, I love his work, he calls this positive sentiment override. And he asserts that it is crucial to have positive sentiment override in your intimate relationships for success and longevity. Basically, what positive sentiment override does is when you have a disagreement, as disagreements will happen, even in the happiest of marriages, even in the best of relationships, there will be times when you're like, I don't like you very much. You're annoying me. You're on my last nerve. I'm gonna get upset at you here in a minute. Or you do feel upset, or you feel annoyed at them. So what positive sentiment override does is it takes those annoying moments and it makes them smaller, because you remember the things that you really truly admire and like about your partner. So when this lady answered me, what do you love about him? She really had nothing to say that she liked about him. He was charming. That's all she said she liked. He was charming, and he liked that he was paying attention to her. And so going forward, you guys, in your own relationships, in your own life, this is a great way to assess what you already have. Do I really like this person? Step away from it for a minute. Write a list down and challenge yourself to be like, am I in this relationship because they're just giving me some attention, sometimes just enough breadcrumbs to keep me there? Or is this person really someone that I like? Do they have the character traits that I admire? Are they someone that I can really be proud to be with? Are they someone that does what they say they're going to do? Do they follow through with their words? You guys, and as you're dating too, this is a huge one. I don't know how many times I dated men who would say, hey, I'll give you a call tomorrow, and tomorrow came and I never got a phone call. Never. Well, I might have got the next day, but they didn't call when they said they were going to call. And those should be really big red flags. If this goes for you too, guys, I'm not being sexist here at all. I am saying, like, if a woman says, I'm going to call you, or I'm going to bring dinner by your place for us, I'll be by at 6, she should be there at 6. If she's going to be 6:30, she should call and say, hey, I'm running a little bit late. I'm really sorry, but I'm still going to be there. Or, hey, something has come up and I can't make it. This shows that they respect you and that they respect your time, and they are reliable, good people. Relationships are a lot about communication, as we all know. And so this really, really shows that someone is respectful, they have integrity, and they know how to communicate. It starts showing you emotional intelligence, which also has to be present for the longevity of a relationship. This is why narcissistic relationships fail, is because narcissistic people are children. They are toddlers and young children trapped in a grown-up's body. They don't know how to adult. They can't regulate their emotions. They don't understand what you're feeling. They can't empathize with you. The only person they feel for is themselves. And so that's why these types of relationships don't work. And so anyway, I hope this has been valuable to you. I hope you've learned something from it. I challenge you to maybe look at what you already have. Maybe you have someone wonderful, and in that case, tell them, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being honest and loyal and genuine and authentic and loving and kind and compassionate and generous. And whatever you see in them that you really love, tell them that. And if they're falling short, reconsider why you're staying in the relationship. And as you move forward, go ahead and write down all the quality traits it is that you want to have in your next spouse or your partner. All right, you guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.